I had a dream, I had a vision. I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. Hey, you can't stop.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. And off we go, here in Baltimore. And it'll be brought down. Past 25, decent field position to start this drive. To maneuver at the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is the touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. Forced out wide. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. A give right up the middle to Henry. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate.
First throw of the game, he's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Open man, right side. He's got it.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's gone. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. We are through 1. It's the Lions who have the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. 180. From the gun, Jackson moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he will get into the end zone. Trey Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. It's Isaac to Slav. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback. first down throw for Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Hey, Alpha, say hi.
Again, it's Jackson. Forced to his right. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jackson up top again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Williams in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 18-yard line.
180.
The slot man in motion right. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. To throw is Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. The Lions call their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Goff. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. They'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go until halftime. They'll bring St. Brown in motion.
Hell, you won.
first and 10. Here's Goff. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first and 10, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
On play action, here's Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Second down, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On third down, Jackson. He's going to look downfield once again. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, we're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Intended for save goals. It's a turnover on downs.
Goff to throw on first down. Checking it down, this one is caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
From the 44-yard line. Here's second and a couple. Now, Goff. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he will score again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot! Where's it hot?
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
180! Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
Now, Jackson on the run to the right. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Quick, ready? Hey, sit hot!
Jackson now going up top and looking for Andrews. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this.
From Baltimore's Inner Harbor, we're live from M&T Bank Stadium. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Teed up, Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Baltimore. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Kids at the 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Sit up!
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's in the first.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
At the 37-yard line.
Hey, middle, 180! That's hot!
They go play fake with Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
It's a gain of
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Ready.
He gives to Henry on the inside handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So it'll be second down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play. That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, and an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action with Rodgers. He throws a bullet deep to the right. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 8-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Escapes the pocket. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Second and 10 now. They set up the screen for Henry. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. Working quickly here.
Back at the 48-yard line.
Jackson now, third and long. Into a crowd and intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Will take over just outside the red zone as he goes out of bounds.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Cut near the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
And he makes the catch, and just like that, we're right back even at 8 apiece. What a start to this one, baby. Both teams scoring, and without hesitation, run everyone out there to go for 2. For fans of aggressive offenses, Brock, this is certainly shaping up to be their perfect type of game.
Yeah, you think both these offenses just going to go for 2 from here on out? I don't know. There's a lot of risk involved with it, but I'm here for it.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's a 49-yard line.
Something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't take joy and let me be free.
Alpha, sit up.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pavement.
And he's across the goal line and in. That makes it an 8-point lead. Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
319.
Rodgers set to pass. On the move, headed right. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10 from the 41.
319. Right left. Back north. Look at you.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. This is Metcalf working that right side. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the Steelers first down.
258.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his right. The right side, caught by Wilson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
319.
To the air here on first down, Rodgers. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And now they face second down. Again, Rodgers. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will have the football shy of the 20-yard line.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Once a throw at this level, with so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Drop this one down for Henry. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. From the gun, Jackson rolling down to his left. Connecting on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And again, it's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying again following the sack. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His back Derrick Henry was the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they only get a couple when they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, down in it at the 1. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of his end zone, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's going to step out a little short of the 10.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Rodgers here from the gun. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18!
Now here's Rodgers. He rolls to his right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Looking to throw. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Here comes the final play of our first half.
358!
One final shot before the half. Buys time, rolling right. Launching deep down the right sideline. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here's Gainwell. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Back north.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Steelers first down. Play action with Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
158.
Another try following the sack. Chased out to his right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long, Rodgers escapes the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
318.
Back to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Gets him on the inbound. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
319.
Throwing again. It's Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Hey, 88.
Throwing once again, Rodgers. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. Steelers 14. Chris Boswell to kick off his point difference as they send the kick away. Hill now to return it. Jukes one defender, and this drive will start inside the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running once more with Henry. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's now
They just get the play off. Flushed out of the pocket. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers get it back on the final play of the quarter. Nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
With one on 3rd down. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Like the final battle scene from the movie, came 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
258!
Desperation time here on 4th. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. And the Ravens have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jensen. Buying some time right. A quick sling here, caught by Andrews. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. From the pistol, Henry. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Setting up to pass. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Pulled in at the 20. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is to throw. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
258! Wipe up!
On second down, Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. So now here's 3rd and 5.
258! Yeah, live.
Warren here from the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. A very short kick here from the right hash. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This only a chip shot from the right hash. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hit it out right. Now he takes it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Jackson off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is for the ball game. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Gotta pop my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We money more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk outrageous. Hold up. Don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up. Got that touch my savior. Hold up. Keeping that touch with my haters. Lyrics can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man, can't fear him no more. Son of man, don't feel it no more. You been driving a minute but can't steer it no more. Riding away, but now you're chilling on shore. What's the use of being rich when your inside's poor? This, what you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see soul.
Life done slowed you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shack about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed. The bucks attract friends.